Hello everyone and welcome on back to another game of baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. I'm Sean and we're inside MLB The Show 25 working through a 2025 franchise season with the Seattle Mariners. We picked up our very nice 69th win yesterday. We are now 69-12 and we are 6-4 in our last 10 games, which means we are 6-4 in since moving to the GOAT difficulty. I do not anticipate a similar result as yesterday's, where we won 11-0 and really took care of this Texas Rangers team. I expect a bit more of a struggle, and yesterday was a little bit uneven anyway, so we'll see. 10-3 is Logan Gilbert's record with a 2.09 ERA, taking on Cody Bradford for the Texas Rangers, who I doubt will wear their City Connects, but let's find out by jumping into today's game. Bam. It vibrates the controller just a little bit. Trying to be respectful. Are they still going to wear that Texas? Is that their main uniform now? Off, closed. We'll open them up. Actually, you know what? We'll leave it closed. The game said closed. We'll leave it closed. Logan Gilbert. And what do we need here? Julio, do you have one more day in you? Or do I just bite the bullet now? I think it's shortstop. We might actually need to pull Crawford and put in Bliss. Because he can play shortstop. It's his third best position, which isn't great. Rayleigh didn't get a ton of energy back, so let's go ahead and... Oh, it's a lefty pitcher, isn't it? Okay, so actually Bliss there is a really good move. Not to compliment myself too much. Can zone. He can play center, but it's a significant speed reduction. Brings a lefty back into the fold. So we're going to get Julio through one more day, and then we'll probably have to rest him tomorrow. Okay, cool. It didn't even warn me, which is a huge win for me. Because I want to deal with that. Anyway, new baseball. Every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time here on the channel. Subscribe, ring the bell, do all that good stuff. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And they are indeed wearing their, I thought those were their City Connect uniforms. The Boston Red Sox did flip one of their previous City Connect into a regular uniform, and I wonder if I just missed that Texas did that as well. So, I don't know. It is game number 82, by the way. We had hit our halfway point yesterday. And let's catch up around the league. Logan Gilbert dominant on the mound as of late. Brian Bliss, 350 over his last 8 games. Cody Bradford dominant on the mound as of late. Okay. And Jake Berger hitting 375 over the last 8 games. Interesting. Kirby has a big game, and Austin Shenton shines in a win versus the Rangers. Shenton with a 2 home run game and 4 RBI. Mariners bullpen over the last 8 games, 17.2 innings pitched, a 102 ERA, 16 Ks. The Rangers the last 5 games, they've scored 6 runs a game, a 256 average with 8 home runs. We're looking to continue our dominance over the Rangers and extend a 5-game winning streak. The Giants win in extras over the White Sox. Taj Bradley fires 7 innings, a 1-hit ball, and a loss versus the Orioles. RIP. Jose Miranda collects 5 RBI in a win versus the Tigers. Roki Sasaki increases NL lead total. Win total. Like I read that correctly. To 11. Shenton snapped an 0 for 20 with a 2-hit, 2-home-run performance. Shenton? Yeah, Shenton. Kirby boosts Cy Young candidacy. Complete game shutout in his 14th win of the season. Brandon Marsh collects 5 RBI in a win versus the Braves. Nestor Cortez, K's 11, allows 0 in a win versus the Rockies. Braden Ward singles in MLB debut. And the Royals acquire Brady Singer from the Reds in exchange for Carter Jensen. Here's a quick look at your farm report.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Cody Bradford.
6-3 with a 4.33 ERA.
No doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down.
Is that the name of the starter that I read? I don't even remember.
Have confidence, trusted,
lefty
really
starting pitcher.
Not nibble, trusted his stuff.
So we're gonna figure this out. Like I was kind of saying before we jumped into today's game, I did struggle at times in this game. We had, I think, 3 of our first 4 outs were strikeouts, so we were able to draw a walk. We did a good job having some full counts and working the pitch count up. But that final pitcher that they brought in that hopefully we won't see today or for the rest of the series really gave us a lot of trouble. And today we are looking at a 4-seam at 92, a circle change at 81, 12-6 at 75, and a slider at 83.
That's
inside, okay.
1-1.
Really struggled with the splitter yesterday. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's go. 1-0. One batter, one hit, one homer.
It's his 8th home run of the year, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
All right. What are the Mariners doing here?
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore. Just
top of the ninth.
Count, trying to get on.
Miles Mastrobuoni saved the game for the Mariners yesterday, offensively and defensively. Well, defensively first, then offensively. But also, I watched the highlights. Looked like the Mariners left a lot of runners on base. All right.
Here's Donovan Solano.
They hit into 5 double plays, which is like, am I controlling them? So we got a hold of that slider.
So far this month.
That's a good take. I'm going to be curious to see where the zone is today, because it was a little. We were seeing a lot of strike calls up here, and the zone was a little weird on the bottom and sides of the zone. Just missed both of those pitches. Just outside.
Home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
That's a great take. Don't say that a lot.
Yeah, there's
there we go. Okay.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So a man at first. And now Julio Rodriguez.
Really strong hitting.
Gotta let him throw something in the zone. That was a 4-pitch walk. There we go. That was actually maybe a little bit too passive. That's a very hittable ball.
And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tommy at the top of the zone. Terrible strike. Or swing, excuse me.
We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, the batter now, Cal Raleigh. Tap foul.
That's a bad swing there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good timeout.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2.
Fights it off.
Okay, at least got a piece of it. That's a positive. Still very early.
That's a ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
I chased the breaking ball in the dirt. That's 2 strikeouts. This was a similar problem that we had in yesterday's game. 12-6 came in at 73.
Swings through that
89. Ugh.
It's 0-1.
Yeah, we're in a little bit too much of an auto swing mode here. Neither of those are. I mean, it's maybe a 1-1 count. Best case scenario, 2-0. Fuck me. Wow. Home run, walk, strikeout, strikeout, strikeout.
Pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0.
I mean, I guess mercifully we got a run out of the deal, but at the same time, that is where it gets so frustrating for myself and with myself that it's so inconsistent. We have incredible innings in yesterday's game, and then you look at they bring in one pitcher, and it's like it's just every strikeout you can imagine. We struck out 6 straight times toward the end of yesterday's game, and the only reason that it's not like just me being the most irritated person is because thankfully we're up by a touchdown, you know.
Through there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gilbert, an all-star a season ago.
Also, you would look at it and just go like, we're up 30 games.
Splitter, a curve, and occasionally
That's a strike.
a cutter. Close, but called a ball.
That really?
2 balls and a strike.
Okay, we might need to figure out who the umpire is today and see who it was during that Boston series, because we really struggled with them.
And there's a foul ball
as well. And that's where it gets a little worrying. If I have to leave stuff over the plate, like I don't want to do that. But if I'm not going to get the calls, I have to make an adjustment.
That one just misses, and it's 3-2.
That one definitely was a ball. It's fine. And it goes back to the thing of like, the first one's not terrible. The second one makes the first one worse. That's actually a great slider. We got the swinging miss, which is a positive, but it also, like, that was a beautiful location.
Take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
We did get the benefit yesterday of not even touching the bullpen.
1 out, bases
so we are going to be fresh and ready to roll there. Especially considering we still have another 8, 9 games behind us. We had, what, 3, 7. This would be, yesterday would be 8. This one would be 9.
A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Adolis Garcia.
Well, these days,
8 by my count to get to that 17 straight. I was doing some scheduling stuff today and realized that out of the All-Star break, the Mariners play 17 straight. So we get within like a month and a half, 2 17-game stretches, which is a little wild. There we go.
2 out, spaces.
Rev it up and blow it by him.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The shortstop takes the ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Oops.
On the ground. Bliss on the run, sends it over to first. What a play. Inning
Why
over.
was that?
1, 2, 3, go the Rangers.
I don't know why that was Bliss's
And
ball, but I guess we'll take it.
And
They're going to extras in Texas again today?
Shortstop Ryan Bliss.
Speaking of Ryan Bliss, here he comes. I don't think I did a very good job managing this lineup.
Goes 5 feet 7 inches, batting 6th in today's lineup.
Kind of accidentally made a good call with throwing Bliss in. Just take out as many lefties as possible. We can swap them out if we need to. Jerry Hillsdale.
Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one.
Didn't trust myself enough. I like the aggression, though. Or I guess I could say I am okay with the aggression.
Now it's Randy Arozarena.
Oh, bop, bop, bop.
Fastball for a strike.
That's a hittable pitch. Actually, it's not. Don't worry about it. Let it go. Let it go. Ooh, that curve at 73.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Not terrible timing on that, I guess. And there we go. Foul it off.
With a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
4.
Two
Too late.
Base is empty. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win.
There we go. Okay.
Ball 1.
We need those to be balls consistently in this game.
Oh, he doesn't get the call.
Okay,
And the count is 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Ooh, boy, that's
fouled off.
that fastball is low. That's ball 3 most likely.
Yeah, big swing and a
There's a
miss.
slider. Take a time out here.
In there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
So he went fastball to slider. It's not the biggest speed difference, but obviously it's enough.
That misses
It's
the
inside.
zone, and the count's full.
Got me.
Swing
Fuck
and a
me.
miss and a
Oh
changeup in the
my
dirt. Throw to
God.
first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 1 and the Rangers nothing. And we're back.
We got to lock in. We got to settle down here.
And now the veteran catcher, Kyle Higashioka. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Foul.
And that just misses.
Ooh.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
This zone is tight. Okay.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Solano over to first.
Thankfully, we have had
Bottom of the 2nd.
they're very slow rollers. There have been 2 of them now. Both of them have gone
Jack Peterson
against
stands in.
hitters that don't have a lot of speed. I think both of them started in the 2s, which is not good. So that's a positive for us because Solano isn't particularly fast, and for some reason it gave me Bliss, and I don't understand why. They gave me Ryan Bliss instead of Dylan Moore. Dylan Moore is more than able to make that play.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just
All
on
right,
the
we're going
edge.
extras.
And that's
A
what
little
was good
frustrated.
swing at it. He had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Gets the call.
Okay, really needed that. Like, desperately needed that call.
Fastball
That's...
today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Check swing, and
Okay,
he went.
that's a strike. I
And
mean,
that
that's
is
a strike.
2. That one missed.
A little anxious there. We'll throw a curveball. This will not end well.
Gets a piece
okay.
there. We'll do it
You did
again.
a little better than I thought I would. That was a
That one
horrible
went
pitch.
straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay.
This is a bad pitch.
Popped up. Raley in position.
I think
And that quickly 2 away.
part of what is
Good,
frustrating, I don't know
hard
why
fastball
you
with
are
some
bad at this.
Nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the
That's
end
okay.
just
I
beat
didn't
him.
wanna-
Instead of a line drive or something hit deep,
fine.
it's a pop up and an easy
That
out
was
for
only
the
out number
defense.
2.
Jake
We did a much better
Burger
job
stands in
yesterday
now
of taking
and watches
advantage
strike
of
1.
some lackluster location, and we are not doing the same thing
That's
today.
for a strike.
However, we are really struggling with the speed differences, both yesterday and today. And I think you could even go back to that Minnesota game. That's a beautiful slider. If you have a fastball and if you have
They're
a
down 1-0.
fastball and an off-speed pitch, be it a splitter, be it a curveball or a slider, with significant difference between those two, I have a lot of trouble figuring that
We'll
out.
take a check of the current standings.
I did forget to look at the standings, like I kind of figured I would, but we'll get a more in-depth look at the standings on Monday when we wrap up month number 3 of the season, as we just hit our halfway point. Four seam 92. Circle change 81. 75, 83. Okay.
0-1.
0-1.
Ooh,
Fouled
late.
off. He was late.
Late.
Swing and a miss.
I don't know why it's getting me so badly.
Higashioka
That is
gathers.
brutal.
Goes to
That's what,
first.
7?
Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, take a look at
6?
the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty
By the
simple
way,
in terms
we
of
only have 7
working
outs in
away
this
at the
game.
plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing
Circle change
mode, but
all the
all
way
you can
down
do
at
is hope he don't let that off.
77.
And now the lefty. On the outside corner,
Man,
the count is 0-2.
I think the fact that he's kind of painting down here is making matters worse.
Ball
we go.
one
That's the
there.
ball.
0-2
Left that one up.
fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
There we go.
Bounce it off. Still
Foul ball.
1-2.
So then you would look at, we had
That's the
Outside.
ball.
7
2-2.
against the pitcher, and he pitched about, I think he pitched an even 3.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just
Oh my
cruising
God.
along.
Oh, just a beautiful
7
fastball on the inside corner
strikeouts.
for that back
We have
foot
struck out
right
24
there.
times in this
Saw it
series.
all
It is
the
the
way.
3rd inning of
Coming
game
from
number
that
2.
opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
In the air, left field.
I'll take
Langford
it.
sizes
It's, even
this
if it's a
one
fly
up,
ball out, at least we're
pulls
not
it down, and he
swinging and
makes the
missing.
catch.
We have 9
That
outs,
is
7
that.
strikeouts. So in the last 6 innings, we have a combined 14 of 18.
The right fielder.
14 strikeouts for the 18 total outs.
Garcia.
We'll take a look at projected leaders. Cool. 22 projected stolen bases, huh? Have you ever watched me play? All right.
Slider right there.
Now, typically, I don't play very well after, like, days after the big explosive outputs are there, you know, like 11 runs. So I kind of expected this. I'm a little frustrated that we're getting struck out
Rodriguez
so many
sizing
times.
this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 8, the second baseman.
Here
Marcus
is Marcus Semien.
Semien.
For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw.
Ooh. Give me the challenge. Give me the challenge. Come on. Hold the fucking phone. He's out by half a step. Is he not?
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog. And
No, it's not.
feels like it could go either
No, it's
way,
not.
but it might be
It's the
worth
easiest challenge in the
if there's any
world.
doubt at all.
Well, they are going to challenge.
Take
the
a look
call,
at that.
So now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York.
Ladies and
Another
gentlemen,
look at it.
the Mariners
Singer,
are
are you seeing
challenging
enough
the
to change the
previous
call?
play.
He's
I
out.
think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we
The
can see
show-
that this guy's probably out.
The show
And
cam is so bad.
could be a good use of the
Or show
challenge.
vision, excuse me, is so bad.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's
There we
out.
go.
They took
There
a chance
we
with the
go.
challenge, and it paid off.
Upon video review, the call of save
And
to
here
first
is
base has
Evan
been
Carter.
overturned.
No
and the
hits in the
batter
shutout
ruled
yesterday
out.
afternoon. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed.
Oh, Gilbert's been good. We've gotten a couple of those corners really nicely.
Just missed.
That's frustrating. Don't really want to come too much up in the zone. The first one, obviously, like, the first one is a ball.
2-2.
It's just off the outside.
2-2.
The second one, like to see that a little more 50-50, but it feels like it's 80-20. Or I guess 20-80 for what I want. There we go. That's a really nice location. Really, really nice.
Set down in order. They trail here 1-0. Back at Globe Life Field. Start of the fourth. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Grounds one to short. Seager in plenty of time to first. Rodriguez out of the play. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Ball
That's a good take.
strikes.
That's a great take, actually.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's
There we go.
downstairs.
All right.
And that's ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0.
There we go. Hands free. Hands free. Hands free.
One down, base.
I want to touch it. I want to swing. Don't touch it.
That's ball.
There we
four.
go.
Try to
There we go.
Missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Designated hitter,
And here is Jorge Polanco.
Oh, yeah, that was a strike 3 looking.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Back there. And
Let's
one is
fucking
outta
go,
here.
Fuck yes!
That's career
Fuck
homer
yes!
number
I'm so
149.
goddamn tired of striking out.
More. It's
Let me hit
3-0.
fucking dingers. Swing and a miss, more like swing and a score some fucking runs. God damn it. 3-0. Here we go.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
At the plate.
Take
Ryan
advantage of the
Bliss.
walk. Let's go.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out
That's
to
a little
center.
unfortunate.
Carter.
I like the
grab,
aggressiveness
and
on
there's
that
2
swing.
gone.
I'm okay with it.
Left
Just
field.
kind of missed it a little bit.
Base is empty.
Doesn't have the
Randy
most
Rosarena
power,
up
so you're
next
kind of
for the
hoping
Mariners.
for a bloop shot off the rip. Oh,
Jumps
that's
up
too
empty as he
aggressive.
chases that one in the dirt.
Oh,
Wow.
one.
That's not even close to the zone.
Yeah, that was not good.
Next
low.
offering is down low. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Fuck.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate.
That 12-6 curve. We do have him into the lower
Ground
energy.
ball left side.
I'll take it. I just didn't want to
Sends
strike
it to
out. I don't want to
first.
strike out. I'm so
And
tired of
that
striking
will
out.
end the inning. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's
get
now
2.
3-0. You're watching
That's
Major League
positive.
Baseball on the show. Welcome back to the
Oh,
ball.
cool. There you go. This is awesome.
Playoff picture.
This is super helpful. Just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. God, the Orioles have knocked out into 52 wins. Jeez. In the hunt, Kansas City, Texas, Tampa Bay, the Astros. Cool. I hope we get more of that as we move along. We'll have some NL teams that we'll be playing so we can keep up on that playoff picture.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, after
0-1.
scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ball.
Close one. Doesn't get the
strike.
call.
1 strike.
And 1-1. And there's
There
a
we go.
strike.
Man, this guy's got a
There we
great
go.
feel for his breaking ball today.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering is outside.
The only adjustment
Love
he
to
needs
see
make
some
is his
better
target.
execution on
If you
these
aim at the outside
these
corner, that
pitches
slider's
here.
gonna end up way off the plate. Perhaps
Get a little
more
excited about the
down middle,
possibility of a
and you get it
strikeout
right
or
where you
whatever,
want
and
it.
it's just not well, not a well thrown ball. There we
Swing
go.
and a miss.
That was not a
Gilbert
well
with
thrown
the
ball.
strikeout.
We get to swing and miss, but we've only struck out 4.
Josh Smith
The third baseman,
stepping in
number
for the
8.
Rangers.
Josh.
Fly to left his first time.
Smith.
That's in there. 0-1.
No, he's looking great so far.
0-1.
It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
No,
Just
that missed. That's
missed.
the ball.
And he hits a ground ball right side.
And he can get there?
He'll do
All
it
right, out
himself.
number 2.
2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 5. Shortstop, Corey Seager.
2 down, base is empty. Up next for the Rangers, Corey Seager. Grounded out his first time. That one finds the
Okay.
corner. It's 0-1.
All right, I saw that one starting to drop, and I was like, I don't think that's going to be a strike. So good to see that call go my way. I appreciate it. And we gave up
Grounder,
an
that's the
awful
base
slider.
hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting. the
Kyle
catcher,
Higashioka
Kyle
stepping in for the Rangers.
Higashioka.
There's a strike.
Is that the first base runner of the game? No, it can't be. Can't have been.
That one fouled off.
No, it is. I don't think we've walked anybody. So it would actually be the first base runner. These are the games where it gets a little weird sometimes with the rhythm.
Just enough to
That
make
missed.
contact
That's a
with
ball.
that pitch.
That
Keep the
didn't
bat
miss.
alive.
That is such a good
Seager,
location.
The runner at first with 2 gone.
Such a good location.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Spoils the
That's a
2-strike
bad
pitch,
pitch.
and he'll see another. Hit on the ground to the right side, and a foul ball. 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it
Fucking
away.
god damn it.
Center field. Rodriguez under it. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. 1 left for Texas. They trail in this one 3-0.
Was that at bat? That should have been a strikeout.
We're back. And
Okay, so we get a new pitcher here. Luke Jackson has a 4.43 ERA in 33 games. 40.2 innings pitched.
Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now at the plate, Luke Raley. 0 for 1 so
Slider
far.
at 90, a 4-seam at 97, and a 12.6 curve at 86.
First pitch
Outside,
misses.
ball.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. JT Shagwa up and loosening in the pen.
Oof.
That one pushed to the left. And
So in
foul.
real life, it is bases loaded, 2-2, bottom 10.
That's
That's
down
inside.
in.
Munoz has not pitched the ball particularly well. It feels like every time I'm glancing down, Raleigh is... That's a good 12-6. Damn it. I was looking a little bit lower. That slider first pitch and the 12-6 curve make you feel like he's going to go a little on the lower side of the...
Hacks and
Damn it.
misses. It's a strikeout.
And we continue to
That
struggle with the
slider buried in
strikeouts.
your hands like that. It's just so tough to fight
Okay,
off. It's
that's
kinda
all right.
like a cutter and just can eat you.
Yeah, it does feel like every time I'm
Tell you what, hitters
glancing
have
over,
nightmares
Raleigh
about
is
that pitch.
trying to pick
Perfectly
up the
executed
ball
out there on
that's
the
gotten
mound.
away from him.
And it's fouled away. Moore, a former Gold Glove winner, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015.
Damn it, that slider just didn't get down. Good timing on it, though.
1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really? Too early?
Strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters.
Good
he's
timing
faced in
with
this
a
one, keeping
contact
straight to
swing.
work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers
That
are
we just
so
can't-
electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Robles
That's a ball.
stands in
I'm
here.
surprised we didn't even get a
Off
foul
the
ball on
inside.
that one.
2 balls, no strikes.
Good
to
take.
count. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, it's a full or 3-1 count. Munoz winds and fires. Strike 2. That's
And there's
high.
a
3-1.
There's only 1 away here. Fuck me.
Swing
God damn it.
and
There's
a
2 away
ball
in our
lifted
game.
in
God
the
damn
air.
it.
Carter
He
on the move.
tricked me.
He's got it, and that is that.
He tricked me. He has that 12-6 curve and that slider. He's not locating either of them particularly well. They're all up in the zone.
Back in
But I
on
keep
the
thinking that
zone.
they're going to drop
And
more,
the
and he's throwing that
John
fastball
Peterson.
Hitter.
more than I'm anticipating.
Peterson.
Gilbert back to work. Off the ball.
God
there.
fucking damn it.
1-0.
Well, these Rangers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly...
It's less the umpire and more that it feels like I'm throwing the ball really well, and I'm not being rewarded for it.
Happened for him yet.
On the ground at first, and that's a foul ball.
Texas wins in a walk-off.
Runs it up to 96 to record
Not
the
100%
punch out.
sure what
Finished him off
happened.
by
I don't know if I can
blowing it by
rewind.
him up high, but they
I'm
did
gonna guess it
a
was a
good job of
walk.
setting that pitch up.
21.
The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Oh, no. It's a little bloop single.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Jake Berger. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Well, hey, the Mariners obviously aren't going to win them all. It's whatever. Whatever.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Can you stop? See how I want you to, like, thank you. Rotate the screen, please. God.
That one in there across the letters.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point.
There we go. There's a nice slider. We're getting some good pitches in here now. I like that.
So he picks up his
Now
6th
batting,
strikeout of the
the
ball
right
game.
fielder, Adolis.
Next up for Texas, Adolis
Fuck off.
Garcia.
God damn it. God, I hate throwing the splitter.
Puts the corner.
I'm glad that we got the call there, but I am so inconsistent with it.
And downstairs.
1-1.
The 1-1 is
Bullshit.
fouled off.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Misses just
Bull
off the outside
shit.
edge. I think that was a
That's
strike.
not off the edge of the zone.
Pitcher,
Fuck
when you get a
off.
Big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting
Oh
it
my
off a
God.
little bit.
The Mariners leading by 3. Last half of inning number 5. Goes down
Okay.
looking for the strikeout. And he
I
strikes
hate
out the
that
side
location.
for the 3rd time today.
I know that it's a
Rangers
strikeout.
go
I know
down
that I should be
quickly
happy with
there.
that because
Still
we struck him
down
out. We got it
3-0.
taken care of. Blah, bitty fucking blah. Why are we not more consistently nailing the corners of the zone? I am throwing the ball well.
Now the third baseman, Donovan Solano. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your fucking mind.
Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Damn it.
Simeon makes the play, and there's one away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 2 in this one. That one ripped.
There we go.
And it's
Okay.
into the gap.
I'll take that.
So a man aboard now.
I'll take that. Nicely done, Julio.
Now batting, catcher Cal.
Cal Raleigh now at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked. Just
There we
missed.
go. There we go.
Rodriguez stands at first with one out.
No, that's a bad swing. Can't be doing that. That's going to turn into a double play, Sean.
Up the middle.
No, instead that one will be a...
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. There's one.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
Number 7,
What?
designated hitter Jorge.
I don't...
Now it's the Mariners DH, Jorge Polanco. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth.
So what actually happened in that previous play? Because it wasn't a bare hand play at all. Yeah, it's just... It's off his glove, but somehow it bounced to Simeon. What is happening here? Does he get the leg? What's going on? Oh my god, this game. This freaking game. Okay, where does it qualify the tag at? Is his foot on the bag? Where is it? Does he touch the bag? What is happening? I hate this so much. Or is his left foot or right foot on the bag there? Sorry. I can't get lower is the problem. I'm going to guess that it's the tag there. Yeah, you can see that cleat going through the base there. Right there. Yeah, okay. All right. It's a very weird play. Bopped off and then bounced over to Simeon.
That one's in there.
Come on, no
Probably the
way.
best one we
One
have
strike.
seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Gets the slider in there for a
That's
strike.
a nice slider.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That's out to center field. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mariners 3 and the Rangers nothing. And we're back.
All right,
Now it's the
where are we
second
going
baseman,
here?
Marcus
Simeon, 2025 versus the Mariners, 4 for 24 with a 167
Marcus,
average.
A career high 45
Does have the home run.
homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. And that is out of play.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Fouled away. There we
Swing and
go.
a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Carter.
There we
one
go. Nice
down,
splitter
takes a strike.
inside.
And a base hit right there. So that will bring up the top of the
Okay,
order with
so
one
we got to
away.
keep an eye on Carter on first. 95 speed.
Wyatt Langford
next,
stepping in for the Rangers.
We will go with a
Langford
fastball.
having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's...
Rudder
It
takes
is.
off. That's in for a strike.
Got him.
Second.
We were prepped. It was a cutter.
Tough thing to do, and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
The Rangers trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And down on strikes. That's his 9th strikeout.
Fuck
so
yeah.
far. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now.
All right, we're starting to pile up some strikeouts here.
Rangers nothing.
Not a lot of offense in this game for either team. We've struggled. 3 hits. Solo home run, a 2-run blast, and then the walk was the other run. So it was a hit that we had that we didn't do anything with.
This is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ryan Bliss.
Sinker at 97, slider at 88, 4-seam at 97.
And the pitch. There's a strike.
0-1.
Out to short. To first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners.
Man, there he went with outside. Darn it.
The bullpen, Jacob Webb appears to be getting loose.
His feet are in the bottom. Oh no.
As well.
It's quicksand. Look out.
And that misses.
All right.
That's ball 2.
We are in a save situation, which is kind of a positive, I guess.
Number 7. Now 3
Okay.
and
All right. He's only missed by a little on those. Does he go 4-seam? I know it's a 3-0 count. He didn't. He did not. Okay. Sinker and fastball are similar speed. Okay.
That one finds the zone.
Let's take a timeout here. That was a pretty hittable pitch. I was too passive. There's just something so annoying to me about 3-1 counts, and I really struggle with them.
1 down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
That's a fucking contact swing, and we can't get even a foul ball on it.
He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on
That's
the
a
ball.
perfect pitch. He threw 2 sinkers and then slowed it down. There's no way that that's a good location for him.
Tosses to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Seattle, but they lead.
We can't dial it in. We cannot figure him out and dial it in. We don't have anybody in the bullpen. I'm an idiot.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Okay, well, we've been able to overtake in strikeouts, which is surprising. 4 innings for Bradford, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. We have the zeros where we want them. 6 innings, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts. And let's take a look at that Texas lineup. Double lefty, righty, double, or lefty. This would have been a great time to have a left-handed arm in the bullpen up.
On the ground to short.
Maybe not. Maybe it's fine.
Zips it to first. And they
That was a closer play than I anticipated it would be.
Slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
So now it's Corey Seager, 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings. What makes them special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game. But
There we go.
We see plenty of breaks.
There we go. Gilbert, 10 strikeouts, so that'll be 149. If we get one more strikeout, if we can put a number 11, an 11th one on the board, we are looking at 150 strikeouts on the season, halfway through.
On developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball. Those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Right through
There we
there for
go.
a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That just misses.
Come
Ball
on.
2.
There it is, number 11, and that is his 150th strikeout of the season. That's awesome. That is really, really awesome. We're up by 3, heading to the bottom of the 7th. Let's try to get an advantage here. I think we're going to want to put in a righty,
Welcome back in a new arm.
because I believe it's going to be lefty-righty, but we'll take a look at it. And then we have an opportunity for the save.
Contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Here's Dylan
Leading off
Moore.
for Seattle, the second baseman, Dylan Moore.
96 on a fastball. 93 on a cutter. Sinker at 96. Sweeper at 88. Slider at 86.
Just
No, that
missed.
missed. Ball.
Struggled a little
Both
bit
are
in this
low.
one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something
balls,
from that
1 strike.
pitch. You clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Damn it.
He swings and fouls one off.
I thought I was ready to do damage there, so we'll take a timeout. I thought I was ready to do damage there and just kind of clicked it late.
2-2. And a
God
foul
damn it.
ball, he
I
stays
did it
alive.
again. Pitch with movement out of the zone low, and it's a terrible swing.
That's off
That's
the
the
mark.
ball.
And now it's 3-2.
We got a full count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field.
Okay, well, hey, we'll take it.
Puts
Pretty
it
good
away.
timing. It's a contact
Those
swing.
can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to
We're good.
put it into his highest
It's not a
gear and
strikeout.
go a
That's
long
what's
way to track
important.
that one down.
Victor Robles, he got to start off in the right spot, or the right,
Now the right fielder, Victor Robles.
I don't know how you would phrase
He had
that.
a
I
big
apparently am
swing
very
for these
tired
guys
lately.
Way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this
Do I
one.
know how to
The solo
talk?
Shot really
Absolutely
got his
not.
team going, and he's looking for more right here.
So Robles did get us first on the board. First batter of the game. Hit it to the ice cream stand.
Just
Nope, ball.
missed. Activity in the
1-0.
bullpen. Jacob Webb getting loose.
Well, the
out
important
there.
part is we have a lefty and a righty in the pen, so we don't have to worry about.
Fastball in for a strike.
You
and
just
it's
pick which
1-1.
pitcher works best.
And there's a strike. And now before
Time
the
out.
1-2, time is called at home plate.
Okay.
This to center field, and that'll fall for a
That's
base
what we've been
hit.
looking for
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing
throughout
that
this
I can
game.
see
So a little
already
bloop
is
shot. It's a
back
contact
stays
swing.
in
It
the
doesn't
zone
come off the
on
bat very
play
well,
for
but
an extended period of time.
Robles goes
And
to a
guys
1
like
for 3 to a
that,
2 for
They
4.
have a high contact rate, and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough.
That's fine. Not
to
gonna worry
dump
about a
something in
steal.
like that in front of the center
0-1.
fielder.
Good no swing there.
And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard. And the
There we
throw's
go.
offline,
Way to go first to
safe at
third. Good aggression. That's what we want to see.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move.
Go to the pen.
Sean Armstrong is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers,
Number
Obi
41.
Milner.
And as relievers,
MLB The
go,
Show likes
he's
trying
got
to,
good
like,
strikeouts.
sending you those push
Force
notifications
weak
like, so-and-so
contact,
pulled this
so
from a pack. And I'm like,
command and
okay.
execution
It doesn't
huge
work
for
on
him.
me.
And a
It doesn't.
dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Julio Rodriguez up next for the
All right.
Mariners.
Oh, God. I
For
forgot how
3.
awful that mascot
We
is.
talk about
Ugh,
guys
so
with
ugly.
good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed
So
factors
Milner
in
comes
the
in
most.
throwing a sweeper at 81 a secret, 91 a four seam, but 91 and a circle change at 83. And it's a
Well, he
funky
gets to
arm
balls
angle.
that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team
Way too early,
thinks
huh?
that they've got a base hit.
Oh,
or they
actually,
may
it's
have extra
good.
bases, and he just
Take your
takes
time.
it away.
Time called. Robles on third. Solano at first. One gone. In the air, right side of the infield. It's going to fall for a hit.
Okay.
In
Didn't really know what
comes the
happened.
run
Just
from
let.
third to
I
Adam.
took my hands off the
It's an
controller and
RBI
I said
single,
MLB
and they're up by 4.
the show.
Well,
Jesus,
he
take the
was
wheel, you know.
with 2 strikes. I think he choked up
Nicely
a little
done.
bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Now the Mariners
2 of those
catcher,
little funky
Cal
bloop
Roberts,
shots in this
switching
inning, and it
their
comes
batting
around.
lineup.
All right, helps score a run. 4-0 now.
Little bouncer out in front of the plate, and that chance handled. On to first.
It at least advances
Plays
both
made,
runners,
2
but that's a
outs.
terrible swing. Terrible swing.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. He's already homered in this game.
That's
First
low.
pitch doesn't
There
find
we
the
go.
zone.
Good take.
1-0.
That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. They extend their lead as the
Okay.
runner scores from second.
There we go. We have half our runs via the home run. We have half our runs via the smaller ball. That's what we like to see. And it's Jorge Polanco's got to be your player of the game. It's a 2-run double, a 2-run homer. He's responsible for 67% of our runs.
So man aboard.
And
Ryan
2 out
Bliss
damage.
up
Hell
next for the
yes.
Mariners. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one is
Damn.
lifted in the air.
Damn, Bliss. I'm sorry that that's how your hitting streak came to an end, but we actually had decent contact on it.
4 hits, no errors, and
It's
1
not the
left
worst.
on.
We've had
Last
way
half of the
worse
8th
games.
coming up.
Well, you would
It's
just love to
the
see with
Mariners
Bliss keep that hit
6
streak
and the
alive.
Rangers
The little bloop
nothing.
shot that Robles got, the bloop shot that Julio got.
Welcome back as we
Leadoff
take a look at their
for the
upcoming
Rangers.
Take a
schedule.
look at their upcoming schedule. Orioles at home, on the road for the Padres. I think we can try and push a little bit because we did
Back
get
to
that
work.
those extra 2 runs.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Gilbert still out
Just
there
kind
to
of
pitch
save the
eighth
bullpen
and
as much
working
as
with a big
possible. We
lead.
still have a
He's been
ways to go
excellent really on his
before.
game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything
We
came
doubled
together
our-
for him.
doubled our run
Nice line
output.
drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Berger in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pulls that one
Full
foul.
foul.
Is there a
Foul,
debate to be
foul,
had
foul,
about
foul,
shutting
foul,
him down,
foul,
maybe to
foul,
preserve some
foul,
bullets given the
foul,
score?
foul,
Absolutely.
foul,
When you
foul.
consider
That's also
over the course of a
foul.
long season, guys putting a lot of
Can't
stress on
believe
that
I did
elbow,
that
on
twice in a
shoulder,
row.
But you also have to pry the
Kinda
ball
nearly
out of
fucked
the hand
myself.
of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4,
That's it out.
3. And they turn the double
Man,
play.
everything about that felt very slow.
Double
Now
play.
batting.
That was the thing.
We
that
had
did
just
it.
enough time.
2 outs, base is empty. Adolis Garcia digs in now.
Oh, he's looking to try to finish off 8 solid innings out there on the mound. He's just getting to 100 pitches right now, man. It's been so
That's a
impressive.
strike.
He's been really good in
You
this
have
one.
got to give me that call.
Here's a
That
1-1.
is a strike.
Just missed.
That is also a strike.
It's a 6-run
Kidding, that's a
lead.
ball.
At this point, got to attack hitters even if you give up a
Okay,
solo
that's
shot.
a little frustrating.
3-1.
That's bad pitch execution on my part.
And that's ball
Fuck
4.
off.
Tried another split,
Fuck
but
off.
missed the spot. Now it's going to be Marcus Semien.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Carter in the box
Ooh,
with
you know
2
what?
on,
Would have been smart.
and
Would have
takes
been
a
to
look
put
at a
a
called strike.
lefty in there. Just even for the one batter is still a good way to do
0-2.
it.
That one just
Come
misses.
on, no way. Got him. Thank you.
Strikes him out for the second time today.
Okay.
Rangers
So that
leave a
we
pair.
got a little aggressive
Still
there.
up
Maybe a
against
little bit of a
6-0
gamble.
deficit.
We come up Millhouse, so that's a positive.
This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in
One ball,
MLB
no
or the
strikes.
wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Strike one.
Too
So my
aggressive.
dad told me that he had
Wanted
a
that one
bunch
to come
of
back
Miami
down.
rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know?
That's
So
the
I
ball.
made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway.
3-1.
That one misses. So a lead off.
I'll be honest. I was thinking about baseball cards. I wasn't really in that at bat.
Man at first, nobody out. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
No. We're gonna unlock something cool with some XP today? Probably not. Because boy, do they not reward you playing just a franchise mode.
And now
I think it's MLB The Show 17. I loved that
Runner at
natural,
first with
that
no
progression
outs here.
system. Because it's just an overall ranking.
late that time, and it's strike 2.
2-2.
Oh, he
Ooh,
hit
plunked
him.
him.
And that got him pretty flush.
I took a
He
step.
had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
I
Here's
took
the
a step with the
second baseman,
Rosarena
Dylan
that threw him
Bull.
off.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Up the middle, a sliding stop. The feed for 1. To first.
Okay,
not
we're
in
good.
time.
Safe runners on the corners
Great
with 1
effort
out.
there. Now, Victor
right fielder,
Robles.
number 10,
He's already
Victor
homered here in this one.
Robles.
There's a swing and a miss.
Too late.
0-1.
Down the left field line, base hit.
Man,
Runner
that'll
from
be
third
a
comes across,
5th
and it's an
RBI. Robles
RBI
is your player of the
single,
game.
and they're pulling away up by
7-0. I'm
now.
surprised that we've been able to get to this point. You take into account the fact that, like I said at the beginning, don't typically do well after we have big offensive outbursts. And then you look at those first few innings, aside from the home run, we didn't do a whole lot. I think we got the Polanco home run maybe in the 3rd or 4th or whatever it was. But other than those 2 swings, we had 3 runs on 3 hits for a long time, and we've only been able to pile on in the last few innings.
He almost has to just put that out.
It's been a weird series here where we have struck out a ton, yet we've still managed to put touchdowns on the board.
Same way you would for one in a close game.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And now Donovan Solano. That's in there.
That's in there for a strike.
Line drive.
Damn.
And there's 2 down.
Damn, that's good contact, Solano. Now that's what I call good
The
contact.
center fielder.
So first
Julio
and second with 2 outs.
Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Swing and a
Late.
foul out of play. And he gets that
Terrible
fastball
swing.
by him upstairs.
Take a timeout.
Well, they just threw
Take
that
the time
fastball
out.
by him elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that one is downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The left fielder.
Stop showing us their schedule. All right, Langford's a righty.
And that's in
We
for
have a
strike.
7-run lead, so
0-1.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And now
Fuck.
1 and
That's the
2.
ball.
off. That's a strike. Come on, man.
And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
That should have been a strikeout. That should have been a fucking strikeout. I don't know why. Are we in that lefty righty? Okay. We will go ahead and bring in Spire.
Manager
I
out of the
figured
dugout,
best case
and
scenario,
he's
we
gonna
get an
make a
out there.
change.
Worst case scenario,
Logan Gilbert
hey,
done for the
a
day,
single or a
and he
run
was
or
very
whatever,
good.
and one more
They'll be
piece of
happy with that,
contact
no doubt. We'll be
in
back
fair
with the new
territory,
pitcher
and then you just
in a
kind of
minute.
call it there.
Now pitching for
So out of the
Seattle,
bullpen for the Mariners,
number
Gabe
55.
Spire.
Well, good luck against this
Gabe
guy. He's been extremely
Spire.
tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Okay.
Now a chance for Josh Smith.
Yeah.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a
What was that
strike.
call in the last batter? Seriously.
A little bit
No,
low.
that missed. That's the ball.
Next pitch is
That missed. That's the ball.
downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Stays alive.
Okay.
Just
No.
outside.
No
And it's a
way.
full count.
No way.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Ugh. I am surprised that we cannot get
Pitch of the at bat due next.
him
High
out.
fly ball out to left field. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting.
And here's Corey Seager to hit.
Seager.
And first offering is fouled off.
That sinker went up.
Langford. the
Didn't
base
flatten
runner
out at
first and
all.
one out.
There we
Swing
go.
and pop up in foul ground. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away. Last chance now for the Rangers. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Higashioka. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
That was a horrible pitch. That was a horrible pitch.
First pitch hacking, and it paid
We're all
off
right.
for him in a big way.
We're okay. Obviously, with 7-0 lead, it's fine. There's nothing to be too upset about. It's a little frustrating, but whatever.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step
99
in the
power,
box,
yeah,
you're ready to pull
that
the
checks out.
trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Here in the last half of inning
We're just not getting the
number 9.
pitches where we need them to be. I was trying to get another fastball by them. There we go. Okay. So we win by a measly 5. I think it'll be 1 earned on the line for our starter. we should pick up a win with 8 innings pitched. And then Robles, I would imagine, would be, or excuse me, Polanco will be your player of the game most likely. Yeah, Logan Gilbert picks up his 11th win of the season, 11-3, kind of a funky game. We'll see it more clearly when we see the box score up at the top with the innings spread and everything like that. But we really struggled early in this one, but we were able to find something a little bit later. Thankfully, we got off to a good start. Otherwise, that could really pile on if we don't get that home run early or if we leave more runners on base early. Instead, we have 3 hits, 3 runs for a lot of this game. We had the walk that we were able to turn into a run and then an extra hit in there somewhere that I forgot about. Defensively, we're playing pretty well. We ended up striking them out a ton as the game went on, which I was surprised by. I think we ended with 12 strikeouts for Logan Gilbert. Maybe 11. We'll see. But then we bring in the closer, or we bring in the reliever. Probably shouldn't have brought him in, honestly. Probably should have brought in a lower leverage arm, but he didn't throw a ton of pitches. But it is a thing that I need to pay a little bit more attention to. Because if I had looked at it, I probably would have gone like, oh, let's flip this guy with that guy. But I don't love interrupting myself on the offensive side. It's very weird. Logan Gilbert does indeed end with 12 strikes. He is your winner and player of the game, which I'm a little surprised by. 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 earned on his line. Polanco was 2 for 4. A home run, a double. He knocked in 4, scored 1. That to me screams player of the game. We had 1 in the first, 2 in the fourth, and then we piled on 4 more runs in the 8th and the 9th total. So, I don't know. It feels like maybe that was where I would go. Robles 3 for 5 with a home run. He knocked in 2, scored twice. Donovan Solano 1 for 4 with a run. Julio Rodriguez 2 for 5. He knocked in and scored a run. Cody Bradford 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 earned on his line. Higashioka has the 1 for 4 day with a home run. It was a 2-run blast. We gave up 6 hits to this team. Simeon was 1 for 3, and Seager 1 for 4, both with strikeouts. Josh H. Smith 0 for 4. Feels kind of mean that they included him there. We struck out 11 times, which is an improvement considering that their starting pitcher only went 4 innings. So he got 7 strikeouts in those first 12 outs. Wasn't great. I think he had 7 in the first 9. So that 4th inning was actually a little bit better for us. And then we only had 4 strikeouts over the following 2, 3, 4, 5 total. So that is nice. That's an improvement. Once we started getting the bat on the ball, we actually did a pretty good job. We struck them out 13 times. So there you have it. We secure a series win. We extend our winning streak. We continue to play well on GOAT difficulty. And I think you can see why this AL West is so funky. And we don't get anything cool out of it. I don't think we get anything cool out of it. Oh, just a regular pack. Boo. There we go. 6-game winning streak, and we will go for the sweep tomorrow right here on the channel as they will wear their powder blues. Tyler Mahle, 4-6 with a 4.90 ERA. Brian Wu, 10-0 with a 2.26 ERA. Before we go, let's rip a pack of cards and see if we get something that's as good as our game was. A silver. A nothing. A nothing. A nothing. Oh my God. Okay, well, one of the worst packs that I've ever opened. Disgusting. 1 silver that I don't even really want, and then 3 commons and a bronze. Yuck. There's your matchup for tomorrow. But it's probably covered by the subscribe button because that's what you can do if you'd like to see more. Right where that gameplay is. Ring the bell down below for more, or to be notified when I post new videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Check out baseball right here every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And you can check out this morning's video. It's a taste test of some Hostess donuts and Twinkies. Enjoy that, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 for more on the channel. Good sports, go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.